You have to walk into that classroom and be on for those kids.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
person that was presenting that idea to me had never built a lesson plan, had never taught a class, had never done anything related to school. And he thought it was funny that we were struggling with the idea, as simple as it may sound, that they're going to teach a 6-period day. How crazy is it that you're going to fight us? We can't find the money anywhere. We've been trying for 8 years now to find raises for teachers. There's your respect that he talked about in 2013 for teachers. The second idea that came about was, and I think that Sean mentioned it before from his presentation, was that his idea of the district office was he was going to turn the power pyramid upside down. Superintendent on the bottom of the pyramid, his support staff in the middle supporting schools, and then schools making decisions at the top, and schools being supported by, and all those people underneath giving them everything that they need to do their job. Well, that idea didn't last very long. As soon as time went on, he restructured, he went to regional teams, and then all of a sudden, I don't know who got in his ear, and that seems to be one of the problems. The wrong people are getting in his ear, non-educators. It got flipped right back the way it was. The regional teams disappeared. All those people were dissipated across the district. And now, ask any of my colleagues, the district office is fat, it's loaded with levels, they live in silos that don't communicate with each other, and everybody knows if you run an organization, you can't operate that way. And those are things that he said he was going to change, and that never happened. The third thing that I got from his presentation in 2013 was that teacher said in his collecting of anecdotal whatever, when talking to teachers when he was campaigning, they said, we want to teach. And they said that, and he actually got from that they couldn't teach because the kids were so unruly in the class, so violent sometimes, that he got stories where in this presentation you watch him and he's visibly upset because my teachers, he said, they're being kicked and punched and chairs are thrown at them and all these things. And he was thrown by that to the point where he went home and he tells his wife, and I'm going to get rid of all those kids. Well, everybody in education knows you can't do that. So what he came up with was a great idea. Actually, I've been talking about it for about 20 years. We need to do something about alternative education in this county. We don't have it. We need a place for kids that are disinterested in what we offer, a place for them to go. And we can't be told that, oh, they've timed out now, they have to come back to their home school and then the behaviors start all over again. Teachers still can't teach. So those were the 3 big items that I pulled from what he had to say. And of course, that last one, he added school safety and some of the things that were going on even in 2013 in our schools, where there was violence going on. Schools needed to be safer. And from that, he came up with, we're going to add in, we're going to look at, he said, alternative education. So, all of that was done, again, by people that are not educators. There are at least 5 or 6 big decision makers on that 3rd floor that have no idea what a teacher does that I tried to describe to you before. No idea. And if that's true, and they're making decisions for our classrooms, I'm not sure what kind of sense that makes. So, what am I going to do? Those are 3 of my big priorities. Those are 3 things that I'm going to focus on. When it comes to teacher professionalism, obviously, I've been around for 30 years. I have an idea about what money is available. I think that we waste a lot of money at the district office. One of my big priorities will be to go in there and figure out where it's being spent, why it's being spent, and do we need to spend it? And on top of that, the focus of spending needs to be on the classroom. So a lot of those staff that we see coming into our buildings as, we call them itinerants, or supervisors, or program coordinators, those people are going to be, if I have my way, will be assigned to a school or a feeder pattern of schools that they have a vested interest every day in making sure that that school or feeder pattern of schools are successful.